Yeah, so my message in this, I'm not saying this story because I want people to feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this story because,
must
she's a
learn
sad
from
girl. No. Come out of bad churches. If I'm here, the Lord sent me here to say this message. And it was not easy for me, trust me.
I can tell, man.
It was not easy for me to come and sit here and tell the story. It's very shameful. And then he was listening, and then I started going to the church again. I think 2 weeks in going to the church now, he called me and said, somebody did something to you. I need to make like something special for you because this thing is going to really affect you. Sleeping around is not good. Somebody did something to you. Like the way he said it, he scared me, and I have to now go do this thing that he needs to do for me so that this thing could go away from me. And I trust him, remember? Like I trust him, and I went to tell him all these secrets. Why? Because I trust him, saying he's my spiritual father, right? Okay, fine then. And I went to the church, and it was 5 o'clock in the evening, and I went there. And when I arrived, it was just me and him in the church. His wife was not there. It was just me and him. He was very firm with me. Like he was scary. I was scared. For the first time when I'm around him, I was very scared that day. And then he said, take your top off.
Yeah.
And I did that, what he said I must do. He said, turn around 4 times. And I did. And then he took me to the back of the church. So this is the altar. So there's a door where he comes out, right? He takes me to the back of the door. And he says that what they did to you, you are going to die in 2 years' time. So how everything happened when I had a child and whatever, this is 2018 now. So he says, I said, I'm going to die when in 2 years' time. He says, yes. And remember, we believe this person because, remember I told you that he said something. Yes. And I've seen him taking snakes out of people's bags, and I believe everything that he says. I've seen him doing miracles, like in his church, right? And then he says that the only way for me to take out what it was given to you is if I take it out the same way they put it in.
This pastor.
And I knew in me that this is wrong. This is not God. He says, nobody will tell you the truth. Immediately he started saying so many things. Like, no one will tell you the truth. All these pastors, this is what they're doing to heal people. Let me heal you because you're going to die. Let me tell you a secret. You're going to die in 2 years' time. Do you want to die? How old is your baby? All these things like convincing me, right? And I was so scared. He said, I'm coming. He left the room. I didn't know what to do. There's no windows. Oh my God. I wanted to run away or I had so many mixed emotions. He wanted to switch off the main electricity.
You switch it off?
It was dark. Everywhere. And it was not easy for me. Before I continue, I just want to say it was not easy for me to come in here and say this. I'm thinking about my mom. I'm thinking about my mom's sister. I'm thinking about my family. Knowing what happened to me is shameful. I didn't talk about it for years. It's very bad. It's terrible. And when I was saying, Lord, really, do you want me to talk about this? I touched this Bible, and then it opened on Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 6 to 8. He says, don't say you are a youth. Go and say my message. I sent you. And I obey the Lord. And I don't care about anything. I'm just going to be here and testify that that pastor did that to me. And whoever is in bad churches and whoever this is happening to them, that the church is not good, they must leave the church. Now the lights are off. Now I'm scared. I just said, Lord, please, I just want to get out of here alive. I'm just obeying. Anything he's saying, I'm doing. Now he says, go on the bed. There's a bed behind. He said, go on the bed. And then he took advantage. He did the fornication.
So he undressed you?
He undressed me. He did whatever. And then he kept doing incantations that I could hear that it's incantations, but in his language, and I didn't hear what he was saying.
While he's doing it, he's chanting something.
He was saying it. And then when he was done,
How long did we were in that room?
so maybe I was with him maybe 30 minutes. Maybe 30 minutes. Maybe 30 minutes or 25 minutes. And then after he went to put on back the lights, he said, it is done. The thing that was done on you, it's gone now. And then when I left, he put 500 in my shirt. I was wearing a shirt. He slot 500 in my shirt.
Like you're a prostitute now.
Yeah. Because I was shocked. I was shocked at what just happened. He said, don't say this to anybody. Don't talk this to anybody or else you will die. And then I went home. I was feeling so sad. I felt so dirty.
Because that's rape.
I felt so dirty. I just went and showered and just sleep. I couldn't sleep. It was so horrible for me.
This pastors men are dangerous.
Right.
You're not even using did he use a protection?
No.
God.
He didn't. And then I left that church. Please understand that the Lord sent me here to say this. If you are in a bad church, leave it. You will hear them from their voices when they talk. They make noise. It's not a good church. Oil, salt. They sell oil, they sell salt in the church. It's not a good church. My church was selling oil, it was selling salt. It's not a good church to be in. And no men of God, when they talk, they change and they like beasts. The Lord of the voice of the Lord that I've heard, it's very gentle. It's very gentle and it doesn't scare. Even though it's powerful, but it doesn't scare you.
You feel comfortable.
So all these pastors that when they talk, you will just hear, you know, he used to do those kind of sounds, you know, you know, crazy sounds. Get out of those churches. They are not good. They are terrible. Yeah. He said, I will lose my life in 2 years' time, you know. And when in 2021, when I almost died, I fall in that fear because I remembered his words. And I prayed. I said, Lord, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. And I'm still standing. I'm still alive. I'm well.